made this. My neighbor, I guess him and his sister, they're older people. They make these flowers, and so I took out of wood, real wood, right out from the yard. And so, hi everyone, good morning. This is morning coffee with the intuitive babe this morning. And so I took one of the wooden petals and I painted it, and it made this good luck thing, right, for the show. Look at it, made it a good luck charm for the show. I just came on to say hi and have my coffee, and I actually wanted to show all of you, like, the best. I think the really most neatest brushes to use for the Ashmere, the tapping into tubing, right? This is coffee with the intuitive babe. This is coffee with me this morning, everybody. Come on. I brought my brushes. Now, I mean, I'm just having coffee right now with you, but I'll do something outside. It's really nice. It's warming up really bad outside. It's like really hot already. But I wanted to show you some brushes. Hi. All that is all that on Instagram, right? And we got, okay, here, I got to do the dance. I got to do the little, the social media. We got, Instagram. And we got YouTube and Facebook. Right? Seriously, I'm doing the three-way swivel this morning. I'm looking at all three of me this morning. It's cool, right? Oh my gosh. I just woke up. Let me back your ass up, Mike. How's everybody doing this morning? Honestly, I mean, I wasn't fitting in to do no art like right now. I was just coming on to say hi and share my coffee with you. But I did put my brushes down here that I have to show you, that I underestimated these brushes. I got these brushes at Michael's. What did I do, everybody? You know this, about what, a month or two ago? Maybe longer. And I underestimated these brushes because these were flatheads. And remember, these brushes showed up and these do the most awesome blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you again, good girl. Okay, Tina. You can't sing. I'm not even trying to. But come on, I'm just trying to brighten up your morning. Come on, YouTube. Lighten up. So I underestimated these brushes. They actually came in a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 12. And for only $9 and something, that's not bad. They're built really sturdy. All the tapping and stuff that I do, I noticed that I had to put a little glue around here. But other than that, these are built really sturdy. They come in a pack. I swear, I think it was only $9.99. Maybe, okay, let's just round it to 12. But these are incredible because, you know, the little swirls and the little Johnny Depp popping locks that we do? These actually do, you know, this, and look at this. Here's my bottom board, but look. They're good for this. Like, they're good for those kind of blurred lines, right? She's crazy. Okay, the goofballism is probably kicking in this morning. Hi, everybody. Hi, YouTube. Hi, my tube. But I do like these, and so what I did was I just put them in there. I love them. I'm gonna be using them later on today. Oh, everybody wanted me to show them my emergency basket. I forgot to sit it here, but I can go get it. I'm just showing you the brushes right now, but I can get that. Because everybody wants to show me. Everybody was messaging me, how do I start a fire with them, with a battery and some Brillo pads. No joke. So I will show you that. And so here is, these are paint brushes, everyone. from Michael's, but these are my cosmetic brushes. Now some of them were the ones that I used, but I got newer ones. But these are a Dollar Tree, everyone, for $1.25. And this here, I just call fat butt, right? Because look, it's a little shorty, but these things pop with, you can do the most phenomenal art with makeup brushes that you would not believe. It's the head on them, everyone. It's that fluffy head that makes the most really brilliant art. And for guys, there is the shave brush that, they put the shave cream on, to shave their faces. This is phenomenal also. Of course, I put that on there. This is phenomenal also, the shave brush, because it digs down in, and you can like get the, did you hear that? You hear this? It gets down in there, everybody, and you can like dig in there. It really does. So all these brushes that I showed you, they are absolutely amazing. Start at Dollar Tree and end with Dollar Tree with it. But Dollar Tree does not have the flat heads. You have to go to a craft store for that, or Michael's. Yeah, I got these, but you can get a whole pack of them for only like, I'm going to round it to less than $12. I think I paid $9.99 for all those brushes, and they're real sturdy. So these were just $1.25 each. These are my main ones for the show. I wish I can find more of these. It seems like these are always sold out, but I love these. Those cosmetic brushes there. Let me fix in the go and get you my bin here and see what all I got in there. Hold on one second, and I'll reheat my coffee, because by the time I got on and everything, it's a little cold. I don't like cold coffee. I know a lot of you probably do like cold coffee, and I hate when I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I'm specifically telling people, do you ever have this happen to you before, everyone? I guess, this is weird. I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, and they know my voice, right? Who cannot know my voice? Who cannot hear it and know that it's not me? All right. So I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, telling them what I want. And then they'll repeat it back, iced. And I'm like, so that's an iced, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I don't like iced coffee. It's a hot coffee. And then I'll proceed to pull up, and then sometimes it will be an iced coffee when I specifically told these chuckleheads that no, it was not. I do not like iced coffee. I never like cold coffee. I can't stand cold coffee. I don't know how you drink it. Hi, thank you, all that. I love you, baby. I don't know how you drink it. Hi, Jean's on Facebook. I love you, baby. Love you, love you, love you. And so, don't you hate that? And then when you tell them put a little sugar in it, and then you taste it, they don't even got nothing in it. It's like, okay. And then you're already down the road. You already pulled out of the drive-thru, and your coffee's all fucked up, and you paid $4 for it. You don't got sugar in it. You ain't got creamer, and you damn sure don't have what you want. I'm telling you. Hi, honey. Burra from what? Turkey. Hi, Turkey, honey. Hello, hi from Turkey. Everybody on YouTube, don't forget to hit that lovely subscribe for this girl. She's wild and crazy. But I just came on with my coffee. I'm going to get this is only one part of it, everybody. This is only one part of my emergency kit. Because I have a medical emergency kit that has a blood pressure kit, a thermometer, a real good one, none of them cheap ones, everything in it. I'll show you that another time, but I'm going to show you my bin, okay? But you always have to have certain things, everybody. I'm trying to explain to you on this, all right? Because it doesn't seem like Iran and Israel are letting up on each other. And Trump is absolutely fucking right. Wait, Trump just made me, I think, a believer yesterday. He said it. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Trump, hey, kudos to you. Okay, okay, Trump. I'm an independent, but that was right. Because we're trying to go, okay, just enough is enough. Wait, enough is enough. And Israel, you know what? They're trying to act like they're innocent, everybody, and they're not. Come on. Is my coffee hot or not? Let me go get my emergency thing real quick and heat this up. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I moved so much stuff. Okay. Sorry everybody. I had to like move a lot of stuff. I'll show you what I got. Okay, now keep in mind, this is just like for me, everyone. Like, you know, but here, look, my safety bucket. Okay? Y'all wonder what? Hi, honey. Hi, Vibers. Don't give me none. Don't give me any. Right? Look, look. Oh, I love my social media tribe. I'm serious. These are awesome. Now here, okay, so what I did was when I was a caregiver for this one lady, she had a lot of cats. So I recycled these heavy bins. So if you have a cat or you know somebody that does, recycle these heavy bins, and I will tell you in a minute why you need to do that. This is very important. Not just to keep your food in, but for you to do and right. So I have in here. I necessarily don't even like these, but for survival mode, hey, anything's better than nothing. I have a big bag of, they taste good. You always keep something that you could sustain yourself on. Okay, so I have these Magic Spoon. The Magic Spoon, everyone, they're all natural stuff. Magic Spoon is actually, I'll stand behind this. It's a very good product, but people think it tastes bland. That's because it's actually good for you. So I have a boatload of Magic Spoon, you know, little high protein cereal bars in here. I don't eat cereal, but the cereal bars are good in survival mode because you can break them in half, eat one, you know, whatever, have the whole one. So I have a boatload of them in there. This is just nothing, everybody. This is just, always have a big bag. I have a big bag that you can put stuff in. Hi, Atlanta and Alani. Hi, honey. How are you? Hi. Okay, so always have a big bag, a big sturdy bag that you can put stuff in. This is big, sturdy. Okay, and then I got this at Dollar Tree, and I suggest everyone get one of these. This was only $1.25. But hey, in an emergency and your skin needs to be protected, always keep something like this. Oh, they have ones that are cloth now I saw, but this is kind of I don't know what kind of material this is. It's kind of clothy / whatever. But this here, everyone, it's like you can, it's like, I guess for, you can do multi-purpose coverall. So if you don't have any real coveralls, I don't have any Carhartts, I want to get a pair of Carhartt coveralls. I suggest everybody have a set of coveralls, a real pair. Maybe Carhartt are the best because in emergency, those Carhartts will protect your skin and they're made very durable. Carhartt is an amazing company. And I'm telling you, my brother wears Carhartts. That's his favorite brand, and the material is on point. So everybody should always have a pair of Carhartts coveralls because you don't know what's going to happen to where you need to have some coveralls. How about if you need to sleep outside? It's cold, whatever. Car hours to keep you warm. But this here, just keep something like this in your car. It's $1.25. I didn't take it out of the pack. I just left it in here. You know, just and apparently it has a zipper too, and it's Dollar Tree. Everybody, this a Dollar Tree. Always have this stuff in your car in one of these, and I'll tell you why this is so important. Or a round bucket. Okay. So next, I have plenty of these in my bucket, and guess what? That is these tarps. Now people are going, Tina, why do you need a tarp? Listen to me. If you need to build shelter and you need tarps, always keep tarps in your car, in your vehicle. You never know when you're going to need it. It could be emergency. It could be a storm. How about if your car breaks down? How about if something happens and you need a tarp to cover up you? They have plenty at Dollar Tree. They have all different sizes. These sizes here, this is only $1.25, but they have larger sizes now at Dollar Tree. So, you know, I suggest please make sure that each one of your people in your family have a tarp, have something to cover their skin. I'm just keeping it real, not putting you in panic mode, but even, you know, make sure that each one of your family members have one of these. Even the little kids, you can just slip that on or even wrap it around them. Hey, anything to protect us, right? Okay, so always have a boatload of just bags. I get these wherever I go, just little bags here. Just always have some of them for trash. Even waste, human waste, in case you have to go to the bathroom. Okay, always have some mask on hand. I have bought the most expensive mask, and I tell you what, there's a Chinese lady at Ritz Market that made the best mask I've ever had. You didn't smell smoke through them. You didn't smell anything through them. I bought N9 masks for $100 some bucks, and I could smell cigarette smoke through them and all. That's a myth. So just get a mask. Make sure you have masks, plenty of masks on hand, because you just don't know. Okay. Now I'm going to get to the good stuff. Everybody, just give me a minute. Hygiene shield. I don't know what that is. I got so much stuff in here. Okay, always keep some gloves. You know, keep rubber gloves on. I got more than this. I'm just pulling this out. Always keep, you know, some rubber gloves on hand. You know, for how about if you have to help somebody in an emergency and they're bleeding, or you're bleeding, you don't want that on your hands, or even doo-doo. Now here comes the good part. And I have even more safety things than this, but I'll show you on the next video. Here comes the bum, 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 bum. What everybody wants to know. Tina, how the hell do you make a fire with a battery and a Brillo pad? It is God truth. I'm not outside. I'm not demonstrating it, but I'm God smack telling you it works. So here's what I have. You get Brillo pads, okay? You can go to Dollar Tree and get Brillo pads. Guess what? Here is the fire starter. You get this battery right here with that noogie end on it. Whatever this noogie end is, look, I'm not a battery expert, but you see that end? And you connect like that, and that starts a fire, everybody. No joke. No joke. It starts a fire. Now, keep in mind, make sure that you have all your matches. And I have to get my in a plastic container. Make sure you have plenty of fire stick matches, okay? Because they're not only good for starting a fire, but listen, they're wood, and you can build like a little tiny fire when you strike these together. Okay, when you strike these together, if in no doubt, you can put these in a little pile, okay, and hit that battery on that that Brillo pad and start a fire with these or what have you. Just do what you got to do. But so always keep, believe it or not, these kind of little fire stick matches. So I really keep a lot. You know, you never know when you're gonna need it. And so here's the next thing in here that I just want to show you. And this just always keep, now it's just me. If I had a family, it would be way more than this. This would be triple, flipple, all this, okay? So it's just me. So you always keep a pan to where you can make food, you can heat up water. So you actually should have 2 of these. I mean, okay, it's just me. So, I mean, if you have a family, you need to have more and a bigger one, definitely. But you always, you know, make the fire underneath, and you can have something at least to heat some food, even to, you know, you just, whatever you got to do, right? So you always keep stuff like this on hand, but that's the most important thing. Now I know you're going to go, Tina, this sounds beyond, I know you're going to go, Tina, this sounds beyond gross. It does, but I hate to say it. This is reality that we're living in. This is times that we're living in, and do not think that you are above doing this. Okay. You see this heavy bucket here, everyone? Okay. So in dire emergency, if you always keep, and I don't have it in here, but I do have some of these in here, and I do have another emergency kit that has it in it. In an emergency, and you have to go toot 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 toot, right? Toot toot toot. Let me see if I have. Hold a minute. Hold on a second. I gotta get. You do this. Hold on, and I'm not demonstrating anything. Just hold on a minute. I have to get something out of here so I can actually. Okay. Sorry. You always keep knives on your thing there too. So make sure you have every amount of fire starter that you can get. Okay. So always keep, you know, trash bags in your bucket, because no one is beneath, above going to the bath. If you have to go to the bathroom and ain't nothing working, you have to keep trash bags on hand. This may sound gross to some people, but listen, when you gotta go and you don't want to be sitting out in the woods on the ground, you just gotta get this. And here's the bucket. So you're gonna use, you just take this over, everybody, because this is serious stuff. This is real talk. This is like camping talk stuff here, okay? And if you're an avid camper, you know that you've probably already done this, or you're a seasoned camper, you already are prepared for this. But what you do is, especially if you have little kids, make sure you are prepared. Make sure, actually, I would recommend just getting one of those little poopy, those little porta potty things. You can actually get them at any kind of camping outlet, but they're actually even smaller. They're this big and they're like that high, and they have a toilet seat on them and everything that you can sit down. So, but if you don't have that, make sure that you have this and you cover it over. Go to the bathroom and you discard your waste out, and you can throw the waste in the trash. You leave it, or if you don't have nowhere to discard the waste at, the waste is inside the bag. You just leave it down in there, and then you just fold another bag over top for the next person to go to the bathroom. You have got to do what you got to do. So, you know, make sure that you have all of these things. This is just very basic stuff. You need, you know, I would recommend you have a knife, a fork. Make sure you have knives, because you need knives. But, so you have, this is like basic stuff. But, you know, basic stuff is the main stuff that you need for survival. And especially this, everyone. This is going to help you to make a fire. I will demonstrate it maybe at some point in time outside. This is the one that stays in here. But you just take it and you click it up against the, up against here, and you will see that it will cause a fire. Now, please, I recommend that you please be careful when doing this. You know, it does get a fire going, a big spark. So be careful, all right, when you're doing this. Do not allow children to do that. Um, you know, so just be careful. I recommend like holding the very bottom of the battery and going, excuse me, and you know, clicking it like that. And it does start a fire immediately. Do not let this stuff get wet, because then, you know, it's ain't going to be effective. So put this in a plastic Ziploc bag. All your fire starter stuff, make sure that that is in a waterproof Ziploc bag. That way, hey, everybody at some point you need a fire to have warmth, safety, right? So that is just what's in here for right now. There's other stuff that I have and other things, because the next part I will talk about, which is medical, all right? Not today, but I will show you the next part. But look at all this stuff. And you don't have to build everything in one day. Take your time. When you go to Dollar Tree, make sure you pick up each item as you need it. Because just like I said, you can get all this stuff at Dollar Tree. Here's the tarps, you know, $1.25, and if you want a big one, they have a big one for $5. I recommend getting this, and hey, and then these, they have them here. They even have better ones now at Dollar Tree. This one was $1.25. They actually have better ones for $5. Hey, in an emergency, it'll work. But I also recommend that everyone have real Carhartt overhauls, because they will help you. Carhartt is a very wonderful brand. Just like I said, my brother, that's all he has is his Carhartt, and thank Kevin, that's what he wears. And my brother swears by that Carhartt. It's so thick, that material, that in a pinch, if you need something to protect your skin, Carhartt coveralls, long sleeves, always keep them around, okay? And so you always got to keep your protein bars in here. And if you have a family, you need way more than this, everybody. You gotta really put it in your bin, like your container, and just, so this is just one little element. This is just basically nothing, right, to anybody? So I just wanted to show all of you that that's just basic ABC stuff. But, you know, in an emergency, A, B, and C, listen, you're going to be laughing at that stuff. A, B, and C is going to work. You know, I'm really funny about fires and stuff. I'm really nervous. Like, when it comes to fires, I'd probably be, I don't know why, but I would be squeamish starting a fire with that battery and stuff. But in emergency, you just hit that and you just, you know, and it'll start the fire. So, but that's why I have the matches, all right? But, you know, those lights, things, anything's better than nothing. And, you know, with this day and age, everybody, you don't know what's happening, right? So you have to, if we would have grids down, what would we all do? If we would have a grid down, and then, you know, all these little safety things that you'll be thinking, Tina was right. And there's more stuff. So maybe tomorrow I'll show you something different. In your, like a medical, make sure you have a high blood pressure. Make sure you have in your medical thing. It all depends how many people you have in your family. Or, you know, it's just me, but I always have plenty in there in case I need to help somebody else, right? So I would recommend headache medicine. You know, headache medicine, aspirin, you know, all kinds of different various things. Just keep them in there and don't use them. They're just for safety and for your medical stuff. Blood pressure, you know, monitor. You know, you got to have your, see if you got temperature stick. So just different stuff, everyone. You got to make sure you have it ready. And just like I said, the medical stuff is going to cost a little bit more, because, you know, that's medical stuff, but you can get the pain relievers at Dollar Tree. They work. You can get stuff like that. Stuff, you know, to wrap up a wound. You can get that at Dollar Tree. Hi, Rambo. Rambo's on with me. So, anything for survival, so don't be ashamed that you have to make sure you have a bucket, or just like I said, I'm going to get one of those portable toilets. They're just, you get them at any kind of camping store, and they're just this big, but what it is, it does have a toilet seat on it, but I think they're like this high. I saw them camping, but they're going to cost more, everybody. You got to keep in mind, you can get this stuff on Temu, Amazon for like 20 some bucks, but in a pinch, an old bucket, you already have to have all your stuff in there anyhow. A bucket is just what? Everybody has one of these cat litter buckets, so you get your cat litter in, so just reuse that instead of paying 20 some dollars. Make sure you have all that stuff, I mean, this is, Charlie B, just like I said. Yeah, oh, Rambo, that's right. Rambo, he is Rambo, really, but a bucket with that's a good idea, Rambo. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes. Well, you can get okay, so here's the bucket, all right? And if you don't have a bucket, just like Rambo said, you can even go to Home Depot. $5 are the buckets, or any paint supply store. And then Dollar Tree has the noodles for $1.25. You just glue that around, and then you'll save like $30, you know what I mean, versus the bougie kind. Now, if you're very bougie and stuff like that, and you need to, you're absolutely above the bucket method, then then you pay for something that's portable and stuff like that. But for us folks that are very frugal, we have the bucket, and your bucket, it's not going to do anything in your bucket because you're having the trash can, the trash bag over it. So, it's not, no feces is going in your bucket, it's going in the trash can, right? So just remember that. Everybody should, that's 101 of camping. I love camping. I had a camper. So, but yeah, I never thought of that. The noodle, Rambo's, that's right. But CB, he's going to send me something for the weather. I don't have anything, no transmitters like that. CB is going to send me something like that in the mail for like, to gauge the weather. I even recommend, this sounds crazy, and I absolutely know 100% Kev, he's Rambo. He knows how to work this. Yeah, that's why it's a medical. Yes, yes, dehydration powder. Oh, that's a good idea, everybody. Two-way, yes, that's right. Now, everybody, this is sad. Do you know what they should have taught in school? And they never did. They never taught this in school. Hell, not even in college. Do you realize no one knows how to read a compass? Unless, I guess, you go into the service. Rambo knows how to read a compass. But how many people know how to read a compass? Come on now, everybody, raise your hand on here. Send me a piece if you know how to read a compass. I am not joking you. Do you realize how many people got lost in the woods and died? They would only know how to read a compass. Think about it. A compass will actually save your life. North, south, east, west. And you just hold the compass up like this. And as long as you follow where that compass is going, right? Nobody knows how to read a compass. That is so important with this day and age. How about if you just don't even know? No one. I don't know hardly no one that knows how to read a compass. Well, I do. Rambo, he knows how to read a compass. Okay, Rambo says all sports, zero hydration, and electrolyte powder mix as example. Yeah, anything like that, everyone. I mean, I'm all about coffee, but in emergency, we ain't got time to make coffee. Topograph, map, and flashlights, everybody. Sorry, yes, flashlights, batteries. Definitely need a flashlight. Oh, I forgot all about. Okay, Tina, Miss Prepper, where's your flashlight at? Right? I do have them in the Jeep. I have to cheat. But no, I mean, I'm just saying, for instance, everybody, because, right now our country and our world is in this kind of weird state, right? Hi, Magga. How you doing? So I'm just saying, like, how about if we would have, like, honestly, grids down to where there's nothing working, okay? It's hot, everybody. Right now is the time where it's getting hot. If we would have a grids down situation, what the hell would half of you do? You don't know how to start. You better figure out something, because it's hot out there. And if we would, yes, battery backup, cell phone, and for your cell phone, everyone, there is so many. If you have a battery, always keep a fresh battery, like literally a car battery around, because guess what? If you have a fresh battery, car battery, you can use that car battery to charge your cell phone. Yes, Rambo has a bug out bag. I have a safety bucket. I have safety buckets. I just call them my safety buckets and bags, okay? He has bug out stuff. I call it my safety stuff. But please, everyone, do not underestimate the power of your battery in your vehicle. No joke. I am godsmack serious. Everybody make sure you have jumping cables. I'm just keeping it real. If there was grids down, everybody, right now, think about it. What would anyone do with a battery, with one battery? Okay, just that battery you're using for a safety battery. Do you realize that with one battery you can charge, and you can charge your home with it? Come on now, I'll talk about that. I figured it out. So, one battery. Maybe area 115. But so especially, it's not so much us single people that gotta worry about stuff, everyone. We ain't got nobody to, like, we ain't got little flocks of little children to help, right? Unless we're helping everybody else's kids. So it's like, but for people that have children, come on now. You gotta be preparing for stuff. Each one of them little kids should have a little rolly bag, or if you don't have a rolly bag, and the reason why I'm saying a rolly bag is because your shoulders will get tired. Yeah, your bang bang, yes. Your shoulders will get tired of carrying your backpack eventually. Little kids' shoulders will go out. If they have their little rolly, they can just roll it, right? That's what I'm saying. Always have, but you still gotta have a backpack, because your backpack, you gotta put stuff in your backpack. You have your rolly with your stuff in it. You gotta have protection, everybody. Now, I know there's some people out there that are full on out against bang bangs, okay? So you've got to figure out how to protect yourself. I am not lying to you. I know there's some people out there that, I'm all about peace, love, and compassion, but hey, there's a side of you where you got to step outside your comfort zone sometimes in order to protect yourself, right? So if somebody's going to try to enter your home, are you going to say, oh, no, it don't work. That don't work. When somebody enters your home, you got to do what you got to do. Okay? And so, you got to have stuff. So I will show you right now something that I'm telling you right now. Bear Grylls. Did you ever hear? I think his name's Bear Grylls. You know Bear Grylls, the survival guy? He told everyone this one survival thing that nobody knows how to protect yourself. That, guess what? It's just like a gun, but it's not. It's a spray. And it's not mace, everybody. It's not bear spray. It's better than bear spray. And my aunt has this in every room in her house after I told her it. And you will have this in every room in your house after I tell you how this saves your life. If somebody comes in your home, if you need protection, I'm not lying to you. Hold on one moment. Okay, everybody. I got something. Ow! Oh, it's fallen. It's fallen. Okay, everybody. I'm going to show you something that is actually for the people that don't like guns and want to protect your home and take someone out in a matter of 2.0. Okay? I'm urging everybody to have one of these, each one of these cans. Now, the cans are around $15. Okay, but listen, it will save your life, and you keep it in every single room of your home in case you have to grab it in emergency. And you are not going to believe what this is. Drum roll. What do you think it is, everybody? And this is, listen, what do you think it is, everyone? And this is God's truth, and nobody don't believe how powerful this is. So for all of you, look at this, that don't like guns and stuff, right here. Right here. Right here, everybody. This stuff is so powerful. Bear Grylls said it will take a man out in 1.0. Don't get the cheap stuff. It ain't going to work. You need this wasp and hornet spray, he said. And the thing is, make sure that when you're going to shake it real good, this nozzle reaches like 15 feet. You hit somebody with this, and it will take them down, and they're not going to get back up. This is about damn near as potent as a gun, but this won't kill nobody, but it will mess them up. And it sprays out. Everyone get this for each room in your home. Even if people think you just have it in there to kill wasps and insects and hornets, hells to the no. You have it in there in case somebody breaks into your home. You need something, you just, and it shoots out. And you can practice in your yard or in front of your house, and you will see that it actually works. It actually, just like I said, don't get the cheap kind. You got to get the real good stuff that has the nozzle on the top that shoots out. So that way, you know what I mean? You're backing them up, then, you know. So if they have a mask on, it does not matter. Because you shoot them, if somebody has a mask on their face and they're coming in their house, it doesn't matter. And you're thinking, oh, that's not gonna penetrate their face. Oh, yes, it will. It'll take them out. It'll burn their eyes. It'll go right through the mask. Now, keep in mind, this, Bear Grylls said this is the strongest stuff on the market. And everybody underestimates it. Everybody thinks it's for wasp, hornets. He said this stuff will put somebody out in a minute, blind their eyes, even if they have a mask on, everyone. You shoot right at their mask. It doesn't matter. If they have a mask on, you just take this and you shake it really, really good, because the ingredients, eventually, if each can in your home, make sure every once in a while you give it a good shake, but always have this, he said, in every single room in your home. You would not believe how effective this is. It will go through any mask, and you shake it really good so all the ingredients are mixed up in there, all the potent stuff. Take it in your backyard and practice with this, because to get the feel of how the spray is going to come out in case you're in an emergency and you need to protect your family, so you know exactly how you do it. So if somebody has a mask on their face and they're coming into your home or where have you, if you're in your car, I always keep this in your car too. I always keep a can or two in my car. This is life-saving, everybody. I'm here to tell you, don't buy no cheap stuff. This can, I think the cans are like $15. Go to the hardware store. Dollar General has it, but go to the hardware store because they're fresher cans, and they'll last a very, very long time. I've had these cans for a long time. I spray them just give it a good spray every once in a while and make sure your nozzle's cleared out. This stuff, hands down, is just like a gun in a can, everybody. I'm going to say it like that. It's a pow-pow in a can. Look. And nobody don't realize that it goes through a mask. If somebody's coming at you and trying to hurt you with a mask, you take this and you spray it right at the mask, spray it right at their face, and it'll take them right down instantly. Instantly, they will go down. It doesn't matter. because this will absorb into the mask, and if they breathe that in, they can't handle it. They'll fall right to the ground. It doesn't matter. Try it out, and you will find, and you will see they'll go right to the ground. So this is how potent. Just like I said, this is actually a pow pow in a can. It'll take a person down instantly, even with a mask on, everybody. And so you can't, it doesn't matter how big the person is or anything, it'll take them down immediately. So this is the best. And he said, nobody knows this. You think you have a can of this on hand, and it's only, it shoots up to 27 feet, everybody. I tried mine. I mean, let me take the thing outside. Let's try it, right? Let me see what it does. Let's go outside here a minute, and let's try this. Let's try it. Okay. So let's go outside here. I got my selfie stick. We're gonna take this outside, but also I want you to get another things at Dollar. You don't get this shit at Dollar Tree. Don't dare get this at Dollar Tree. You go to a hardware store where they have the good shit, okay? The good stuff. The hardware stores have the best potency level, all right? Don't go anywhere else. Just go in Home Depot, try it. And here's the thing is, when somebody has a mask on, I'm encouraged, try it in your backyard once. Put a mask on a watermelon or whatever and spray this on it. And if you smell that, you can't handle it. So it will penetrate through anything, any mask at all. This stuff is hellaciously crazy. I'm going to show you, everybody, how this actually works. I haven't sprayed this in a while, but we'll see. Let's just take this camera off here, and let's just go on a little field trip outside. Okay. Let's just go on a little field trip outside. I'm going to take this, and let's see what we can do here. Hold on a second. Let's go to the back of the yard. I'm going to flip the camera around. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to go where let's go somewhere where I can actually see, like here you see this, right? Okay, we're going to a field trip in the back of the apartment here. So I'm shaking it really, really good. And you got to give it that good shake. Make sure you pre-shake the shit up out of this, okay? All right, hold on, everybody. Okay, so we got this. You got to shake your ingredients and mix all that up. Well, I hate to do it on a tree, but now that's how it's going to come out. But you got to really shake that really good, and that should shoot out. Now, see, I've had this for a while, but look at that. That's how it's going to penetrate. All right. And I'm telling you right now, put this in your bug bag. Do you see how far that shoots out? Look at that. It killed probably those roots down there. So it shoots out, but you got to keep, shaking your can to get that vibration and it flowing out of your can. You got to shake the can very, very well in order to get that that optimum spray. You have to really rip it good, and you have to shake it beyond. You have to really shake it effectively. And if you do, you will put somebody down with this can, and you don't need much. Now, I don't recommend you just going around spraying people because you don't like them, or hold on a second. I don't recommend you spray people. Hold on one second. Oh, all right. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's a shame. I forgot all about. I didn't take YouTube and Instagram with me. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I couldn't take everybody with me. Sorry, Instagram and YouTube. I was demonstrating. Sorry. Okay. Instagram and YouTube, I'll take you out a different day. But so that's the thing. But here's here's the deal with that. You've got to really shake it up because it's not going to come out like in a spray form as you see. Facebook and Instagram, I'll show you at a different day each one, but you got to really shake this product good, okay, to get that insane spray. All right. Please do not go around spraying people with that because that's dangerous. It will hurt, or it will literally blind them. You can see it on the ingredients. It will it jet sprays out up to 27 feet, everybody. So if you're afraid of the pow pows, you don't want them around your children, you will just make sure you get this. There's other brands out there that are you can test each brand, but make sure it's the high quality companies because they have the ingredients in there that penetrate through a mask, everybody. So make sure that you do not get nothing cheap because it will not, it'll just be like a pepper spray, not a effective. These are real chemicals in here. This is not pepper spray. This is very serious spray, okay? So look at it, I'm giving tips today. Oh my God. But another thing that you should have in your, whether you call it a bug out bag like Kev, or like me, I just call it my safety bucket. Okay, you always get these at Dollar Tree. They actually hold up for years. I put these things through vending. I have, make sure, $1.25. Did you ever hear of those mechanic gloves? I have bought those for like 20 some bucks for a mechanic glove, and these just work just as good. So I recommend, they have large at Dollar Tree. They have all the sizes at Dollar Tree. You want to get these gloves because you need to protect your hands if you're doing something. And what I like about these gloves is, even though they're from Dollar Tree, they are really, they're flexible. They actually work very well. Or did I get these from the, wait a minute, I got these from the glove guy. I'm sorry, I'm lying right now. Hold on a minute. Let me back up. There are some I got from Dollar Tree. Did these come from, came from either Dollar Tree or the Glove Man. I think Dollar Tree. But look at that. You can hear the vibration of the gripping of the glove, everybody. Hear that? That grip there. If you don't want this stuff on your hands, a lot of people don't want chemicals on their hands, slip your gloves on, and that's even more potent power. Because you seen my nail was in the way of spraying, right? So if you have nails on, you might, in emergency, you got to put maybe a glove on to kind of penetrate down in that. But if you don't want the chemicals on your hands, which I can't see why they wouldn't get on there, just get these, make sure you have these grippy gloves from Dollar Tree. $1.25. Hi, Lisa, honey. $1.25 grippy gloves. Every kind of emergency thing that you need almost is at Dollar Tree. You can get good stuff there for emergency stuff, just like the things that I showed you. Listen, in emergency, you got to do what you got to do, you know. But, so these are there too. So I showed you some little tips and tricks, and heck, my coffee is cold from showing you everything. Oh, and just like I said, at Dollar Tree, they have fever reducers. They have everything that you would need to have a medical supply kit. They have bottles of alcohol. I would suggest have, since, get a backpack just for the medical supplies, keep, some alcohol in there. And as a matter of fact, I would make sure that you have alcohol in your bag, in your backpack, because alcohol can actually start a fire. Even rubbing alcohol can start a fire. Okay, so let's get back to battery, because I'm sure you're probably wondering, Tina, how the hell? I just know all this stuff because I camp. I had a camper. I love camping, so I know all the and I just learned stuff. I'm not stupid. I grew up in Sunnyside. That's like camping, okay? So if you have a battery, just one battery, you get jumper cables, everyone. Okay, jumper cables, battery. Um, so in a situation where it's grid down and you have your battery charger, okay, got your battery charger, right? So use one battery for your grid down. But even this battery there, you can take a knife, splice off the end of your cell phone cord. Okay, in emergency, you need power. You twist them around either that battery, one of those battery posts. You put that on the battery post there, that little tiny battery. Or if you have a big battery, you can do different things too. Hi, big boss. There's so many things, but always keep a battery. If you ain't got a generator, how many people can afford a generator? None of us can, okay? They're very expensive. Well, Kev got a generator, but I'm just saying, generators are very, very, very expensive. Batteries, just a simple car battery, you would not believe what you can light up with a big car battery, everyone. You can have light with that. So, never underestimate a car battery when you need power, because that is a lot of power in that battery. And I suggest everybody has a car battery. So, but make sure you always have a good battery handy that in emergency, you can do different things. And just test this stuff out, everyone. Test out, just just get a cheap cell phone cord and experiment. Just take off the end, cut off the end, splice the wires, put the wires and connect onto the battery, blasey. Just try and see if you don't get a power. You should be able to get power for your cell phone off of a battery, okay? So those are my tips for today. And always keep TP, right? And wipies. You can buy packs of wipies for your hands. Little kids, if you have little kids, they need to keep their hands clean so they don't get germs in their mouths. Always keep, some antibacterial wipies for your little kids' hands. If you have little children, emergency, you don't know what and stuff. Even keep some of those wet wipes, because if you have to go to the bathroom or something, or little kids do. So you just basic stuff like that will really save your life, everybody. And I'm just saying it because the world right now is really getting crazy, and and so much strange stuff. So you just have to be prepared. You can't be stupid about stuff. You can't be, in the dark about anything. And then I'll get to food another day. Maybe at some point in time, I will do a demo on a battery of what all you can do with a battery is phenomenal. I mean, at some point in time, I will lay all that out for you. I don't have all that stuff in front of me today. I just brought that. But there's so many other things. And what I'm all about is portable, everyone, portable. Things that you can carry with you, right? Because if you can't carry it with you and you need an emergency and you need this stuff, what good is it, right? So if you have not a car battery and you need something portable, you just have a smaller battery that you can carry in your backpack to make sure that you have all these things and your safety stuff. You always have that in your backpack, or your just like Kev said, his bag, his bag, whatever. But so just stay safe out there, everyone. You have to stay safe. You have to make sure that you have water. Okay, this is the key element also, and I'll talk about this, is it's dire straits important to have water. All right. And I know a lot of people take water for granted. I go to Dollar Tree and I stock up on these big containers of water here. I'll show you. And I was talking to the young guy that works there, and he said his dad started stocking up on it also. This is really good water. I stock up on this. This is $1.25 a gallon. I love this water. I go and I buy 20 gallons at a time. And just keep it stocked up, everybody. Everyone, just make sure Dollar Tree has these. You know, just go and get 10 at a time. I go and get 20 at a time, or however many I can carry in that day in the Jeep, because I have so much stuff. I always carry like 3 gallon in the Jeep. That's just for me, but you know, in emergency, I would share it with others. But this is very good water. It's good. It's natural. It's from the Alpine Springs. And at Dollar Tree for only $1.25, you cannot beat that, because other spring water is very expensive, where this is the only kind of spring water I drink. I buy this in gallons and gallons and gallons. So make sure you go and stock up on your water. That way you have plenty of drinking water, and you just use that for your drinking and you know, your water for drinking. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, everybody. I'm trying to give you safety tips, right? Gee whiz, I hate to scare people, but you know what I mean. I'm just keeping it real, and been trying to be kind and calm at the same time, right? Oh my God! And see, here's the thing: my coffee is so warm from showing all of you the good stuff, right? Hi, everybody. Hi, Mulis. How you doing? Oh, May. Oh my gosh. Somebody's being mean. How can you be mean to a woman that's giving you tips? But everybody, it's over an hour. I better get going. And I will see you later on when I do some art outside. It's going to take a while to set up everything. I'll be honest with you, everybody. When I'm setting up outside, you got to understand, I'm taking a table, a small fold-up table out there, a tiny one that I have. You know, I got the tripod set up, everything. It's done like just, it's not just you're walking outside and setting up when you're doing art, right? It's not like that. I have to set up a whole scenario out there. So I'm going to start taking stuff out there to do art. It is 10 o'clock. It's only 10:48 here, but we've been over an hour now in the video. So I will be back around 1 o'clock or so, you know, or a little after, just check in between them. And I will see you when I see you. Thank you for having coffee with me. And I love you. And I'll see you then later on. We're going to be tapping out some awesome art. We've done those phenomenal pieces. The abundance of money. And so I put them in the little sleeves so that way they can get high shined. And then I will probably be making loved ones, or we did good health, so now it's love. The blessings of good health was what last night. So I'll be making the loved ones to usher in love, if anybody needs that. So we'll be making those, doing those, tapping out those pieces of art. And hey, well, we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know what's going to happen on that art, everyone. We see faces and places and things, right? And I got to go heat my coffee, and I got to get going. I got to go prep my coffee, that is. See you. I see ya. Bye. Oh my goodness. Oh. Use with caution, everybody. Use with caution. Don't be just spraying people because you don't like them. That's dangerous. You can kill somebody's eyes with this. Spray with caution. Use with caution. Only in emergencies, right? I love you. Bye. Instagram. I love you. See you then. And I've got, hold on a second. And I've got YouTube. I'll see ya when I see ya, which is later on You too.